God, who in your wisdom and goodness has appointed the office of the rulers and parliaments for the welfare of society and the just government of the people. We ask you to behold with your abundant favor us, your servants, whom you have been pleased to call to the performance of important trusts in this land. Let your blessings descend upon us here assembled, and grant that we may treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberation in so just and faithful a manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of this country and of those whose interests you have committed to our charge. Amen.
General business, communication from the chair.
Good morning. As of now, I have no communication to make. Thank you.
Point of order.
I see Leader of Opposition.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I wanted to draw your attention because I wanted to bring an issue under Standing Order 73.
Leader of Opposition, you can proceed.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I rise in this House because of issues of national importance, looking at the events that have been unfolding for the past 3 days. Honorable Speaker, I stand here today exactly 71 days since Malawians voted DPP into power, hoping that things gonna change, only to realize that we've returned to political terror and police brutality. The question in mind, Honorable Speaker, is what has been happening to the house of the former president, which has been raided. We understand there might be issues, and there might also be legal procedures that would be followed. But of great concern, Your Excellency, your right, Honorable Speaker, is the way the House has been raided. Mr. Speaker, sir, 3 consecutive days, the private residence of the former president have been getting police officers without necessarily explaining why they are there. Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to draw attention of the House that the power to govern is borrowed from Malawians from Section 5, 6, and 7 of our Constitution, and it has got conditionalities attached. And as politicians, we all know what those conditionalities could be. And when these powers are used and utilized wrongly to inflict pain on the very Malawians withdraw it silently through the ballot. I would like to remind this House that my dear brother, Honorable MP for Cholo Cento, whilst sitting on this side, once advised us that if you wrongly use power, Malawians would actually withdraw the power. Today it is us.
Honorable Leader of Opposition, I want to draw you to your standing order, which you used. I'm sure we are all on the same standing order. Honorable Leader of Opposition, I will not allow you to proceed with that matter. 1, you were supposed to seek prior leave from my office, which you did not. 2, you are bringing a controversial matter, which according to that standing order does not allow. 3, I understand there's a search warrant, and that now rests in the hands of the courts. We can't be discussing here issues that are in court. That's my ruling on that one. Thank you.
Point of order.
Point of order.
Thank
your
you.
constituency?
Lilongwe Sinja South constituency. Right.
Lilongwe City South. What's gone out of order?
Right Honorable Speaker, through your office, I would like to request this House for a supplementary order paper so that we include Bill number 2 of 2025, constitutional amendment that was circulated to the members of National Table on Thursday, 20th November 2025. I submit, Honorable Speaker, being private members' day. Thank you very much.
Honour members, we have a motion on the floor, as read by Lilongwe City South, that we vary today's order paper in order to allow a supplementary. Oh, Lilongwe Sinja South. Okay. In order to allow for a supplementary order paper to be prepared so that we tackle bill number 2. Now I put a question. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary view say no. The ayes have it and the motion is carried.
General business. Item 2B, questions to ministers for oral replies.
Leader of the House.
Right, Honorable Speaker, first of all, good morning. And like I had guided yesterday, we will this morning respond to questions from members. And after question time, we'll respond to a matter that was brought on the floor under Standing Order 69, a matter to do with a disaster. So now we will start with questions under Ministry of Transport and Public Works.
Thank you, Leader of the House. We now go to question 26. Honorable Member from Likoma Island. Likoma Island, proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. The question it really comes from the people of Likoma Islands, and just a brief, maybe some of the issues been responded to during the ministerial statement, but there are still some parts of the question which are still relevant, and they are still infringing on us, the people of Likoma Islands, especially the issue of the jet. We people of Likoma really need an urgent attention to that matter so that we can feel safe. Even our visitors, the tourists, can feel safe. At the moment, it's really a big death trap. Up this moment, since the incident on 12th April, which claimed 11 lives, we haven't seen government giving attention to it. This is now over 6 months. We hope this matter will be given an urgent attention, and even the issue of Ilala, just like my brother talked yesterday from Nkatabe North. We really need government to work on these issues, whether it will need borrowing, just like other projects which came after the Likoma project, the JET. They have been given urgent attention that government has borrowed money, but we are not seeing such attention given to this issue of the Likoma JET, but we are losing lives there. So I submit that the questions, as he read, they come from the people of Likoma Island. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member for Likoma Island. Honorable Minister of Transport.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir. I am standing for the Minister of Transport and Public Works. Fortunately, the owner is around. I didn't know that he had reported, so let me hand over the questions to the Prime Minister to address them. Thank you very much.
I was also wondering. Thank you so much, Leader. There's Agashina, it was about the same. You're very observant nowadays. Minister of Transport.
Mr. Speaker, sir, through you, I would like to thank the Honourable Member of Parliament for Likoma Islands constituency for the question. The question is to consider addressing transportation challenges of Likoma Island because Ilala, which is used for transportation on the lake, has outlived its lifetime, and its capacity is not enough to take care of the current population and demands. Due to the unreliable means of transport used in the district, on the night of 10th November 2025, a boat carrying over 70 passengers malfunctioned, resulting in the boat spending 20 hours on the lake instead of 5 hours. The Honourable Member would like to ask the Ministry to consider reintroducing the MV Chilembwe to work together with Ilala and create other alternatives of travel for the people of Likoma district. Mr. Speaker, sir, my ministry is aware of the challenges faced by the people of Likoma and all communities reliant on maritime transport for their livelihood. My ministry is also aware of the incident on the night of 10th November 2025. All measures are being put in place to avoid the recurrence of similar incidences. As a matter of fact, Mr. Speaker, sir, this afternoon I'll be having a separate meeting with the owners of MV Chilembwe to consider reintroducing MV Chilembwe on Lake Malawi. MV Chilembwe is a property of Motor Angel, such that the vessel is not among the properties handed back to government during the mutual termination of the concession agreement. So the meeting that I'll be having with Motor Angels today is to consider, besides this vessel not having been given back to the government, to look at alternatives for which this vessel can be put to use to ease transportation challenges that people of Likoma are facing. So government is currently negotiating with Motor Angel on how best this can be resolved so that MV Chilembwe can be used within the shortest time possible. Motor Angel, Mr. Speaker, sir, offered government to buy MV Chilembwe. However, it should be noted that Chilembwe is not a passenger ship. It is a crew supplier with capacity of 100 crew, with no space for passengers, and their carry-on cargo. The ship is not ideal for Lake Malawi traffic. So far, government has declined the offer on the basis that Chilembwe is not a passenger ship. So for optimal value for money, an ideal passenger ship will be procured as MV Ilala replacement. Mr. Speaker, sir, in addition, two smaller passenger ships, the size of MV Chambo, are being considered for procurement to operate on the Nkata Bay, Chizumulu and Likoma, Nkotagota and Mankibe Makanjira Senga Bay routes as stipulated in the National Transport Master Plan. The operational cost of Chilembwe is very high. As such, passengers are expected to pay very high fares as compared to the current fares on MV Ilala. I thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir. And the second question, Mr. Speaker, sir, is to provide information on when government will complete Likoma Jete to avoid losing more lives, such as the 11 lives that were lost on the 12th of April 2025. Mr. Speaker, sir, through you, I would like to once again thank the honorable member from Likoma Islands constituency for the question. Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to inform the people of Likoma Island and indeed the country at large that Likoma Port project currently stands at 90% completion. This project, Mr. Speaker, sir, remains a top priority for the government. The contractor requires an additional 5 billion for the completion of the remaining works. Mr. Speaker, sir, in the current 2025-2026 financial year budget, only 2 billion was allocated, from which the contractor has already been paid 1.850 billion. My ministry has engaged Ministry of Finance, particularly Treasury, for additional funding so that the contractor goes back to the site to complete the remaining works. Mr. Speaker, sir, the projected period of completion for this project will be determined once the contractor goes back on site to resume works. I submit, Mr. Speaker, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Minister of Transport. Indeed, Minister of Transport, this Ilala is a time bomb. Let us all together in here work towards acquiring a new ship for our lake. I see
Point of order.
point of order from
Sitengwenya.
Lilongwe.
Sitengwenya.
Site, proceed.
Right Honorable Speaker, the Honorable, what is out of order is the insinuation that the Honorable Member from Mulikoma made, that we borrowed money to buy a ship. That is not the case, and I think the Minister of Transport, if he checks his records, he will know that we never borrowed any money. What happened was that the President, on his trip to Germany, he engaged ship builders that had shown interest to help us with a ship. And he was in negotiation with those people. A team came from Germany just this last June to meet with the Minister of Transport and to meet with the boat makers at Monkey Bay. They committed to train our people that would help in assembling a ship once it arrived here. A ship is not something you go in a shop and just order and it comes. People have to conduct research, they have to study. So what I'm trying to communicate to you, Right Honorable Speaker, is that the insinuation
Point of correction, Mr. Speaker.
that money was borrowed and nothing happens is not correct. Our government realized that the ship on Lake Malawi at the moment has outlived its life. It outlived its life well before 2014 when the DPP was in government. And so that's exact, and this is something that we should work together to make sure that we address this issue, not apportion blame, your Right Honorable.
Point of correction, Mr. Speaker.
I take Lilongwe City is Msinja. I take that as a point of correction, and there's another point of correction. Let me give the floor to Honorable Likoma.
Yes.
To correct what he feels was. Go ahead, Honorable Likoma.
Mr. Speaker, sir, Madam might not have gotten my statement correctly. What I was saying was, just like what government has done with other projects, which came after the Likoma project was already in progress, government has borrowed money to finish the other projects. Why can't the project for Likoma Jet be prioritized just like the other projects? I did not say MCP government borrowed money. Maybe my English is different from the other ones who speak in slang, so it was not gotten.
That's in order.
So this is what I can say.
Thank you, Honorable Likoma Island. I think you have made your correction.
Yes.
Do you have a supplementary question?
Supplementary to what the minister said. I appreciate what the government is doing, but I just want to remind the government of this day that some of these are similar statements which the other government was making, because this project was started in 2019, and up to now, we have not yet finished it. The project was supposed to run just for 4 years. Up to now, we are talking of the same thing. So what I'm asking government is to do is, please prioritize this project. And actually now we are going into the rainy season. And during rainy season, along the lake, there is big storm most of the times. So if I was in Likoma just 2 days ago, and the Lala is so packed most of the times, and getting from the ship, we are still using the boats and still risky, the lake is usually stormy. So what I'm saying is, what the people were fuming on me to say, if this government would do like the others did, not prioritizing us, this government should know that they should not buy us coffins, just like these other ones bought. We will not receive coffins from the government. We will not receive any condolence from the government. We will act our own way if this government does not listen like the other government. They booted them out. They did not even give them one councillor. So DPP government must listen now. So I'm pleading with the government to do the right things, not like what the others did. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Likoma Island, for that supplementary. Honourable Minister of Transport.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir. Let me assure the honorable member for Likoma Islands constituency that the DPP government is very different from the other government, because the project that started in 2019, the honorable member is aware that it wasn't the DPP government that was in government the past 5 years. This government, and indeed through this Ministry of Transport and Public Works, it is our commitment to ensure that we proceed with the program of procuring a replacement of Ilala, and at the same time to complete the Likoma port, which, as I reported in my response, that it currently stands at 90%. So we are committed to finalizing the 10% so that this can be completed. So through your office, Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to assure the honorable member from Likoma Islands that the DPP government is committed to completing this project and indeed to procure a replacement of Ilala and providing other supplementary modes of transport on Lake Malawi. I submit, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Minister of Transport. I see Honorable Lilongwe. Is it Nafisi? Chipala?
Chipala Nafis. It's just a question. Thank you very much.
One second. I'll also take one from Salima.
Central West.
Salima?
Central West.
Central West. Okay, I'll take those two for now. You'll be the third one, Honorable Nkatabe Central. Those three, in that order, please.
Honorable Mr. Speaker, sir, from Chipala Nafis constituency, to have a supplementary question, the Minister of Transport. Before I do that, let me also thank the government of DPP and Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika for being elected into the office of President as well as DPP as a government. It is my first time to stand here, Honorable Mr. Speaker, sir. Let me also thank you, Honorable Mr. Speaker, sir, for your election to be in the office of speakership together with your fellow deputy members. Mr. Speaker, sir, since it is my first time to stand in this August House, allow me, Mr. Speaker, sir, to have few words so that I have to appreciate, I have to thank people from Ngona Chipala Nafis constituency. Mr. Speaker, sir, I have a lot to say, but with Okay, thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Point of correction, Mr. Speaker, sir. My question goes to the Minister of Transport. I want to know when the load will be completed. The load that started from area 18 passes sent up to area 50 and reaches area 25A. This is the road that has been used when there's queue in AM Road 1. As you are aware, we have a problem. The road that comes from area, that started from area 25 up to Kanengo.
Honorable member.
This road was started some months ago. But, Mr. Speaker, sir, on 16th, when the government of DPP won the election, the contractor has left the load. We want to know when this load will be completed, because it looks that it was a campaign. Once this government, FCP left the government, the contractors stopped, and we want to know exactly what happened. If the contractor was fully paid, we want to follow the contractor very well. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Honorable Chipala Nafisi. I'm sure order. I'm sure the minister has taken note. Although the issue on the floor, honourable members, can I have order? Can I please have order? The issue on the floor was about water transport, and you brought the land road, but I'm sure the minister has an answer for that. He will respond. Let me now go to point of order. Your constituency, Honorable?
Nchinji Northeast.
Nchinji Northeast, what's gone out of order?
Thank you, Right Honorable Mr. Speaker, sir. Is it in order, Mr. Speaker, sir, to say erection instead of election? Is it in order? Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, sir.
Honorable Salima, proceed.
Thank you so much.
Proceed, Honorable.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker, for giving chance to people of Salima Central West a chance. It's not the comparison that fair honorable member made. This is a chance. People of Salima Central West to ask a question to the Honorable Minister of Transport. Honorable Speaker, as you are aware, we also are a beneficiary of water transport in Salima. These vessels dock in Salima. But I want to appreciate the position of government in terms of the concession that was signed way back, but Motor Angel has now pulled out. Within that concession, there are vessels like Ilala, Katundu, Kalonga, but within the purchase, there was a balance of 800,000 US dollars that Motor Angel was supposed to pay to Malawi government. And since they have pulled out, what is going to happen with that outstanding balance that they benefited, and that money should have benefited us as Malawians? That has not been paid. And what is going to happen with these vessels out of that pulled out concession that Motor Angel initiated? Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Salima Central West. I'll take the last one from Nkata Bay Central.
Thank you very much. Right Honorable Speaker, sir. I want to ask the Honorable Kind Minister of Transport and Public Infrastructure. The question I want to ask the Honorable Minister is, Honorable Minister, as you are looking at the rehabilitation and the maintenance of Likoma and the Chizumulu Jete, can you also be kind enough to consider the rehabilitation and maintenance of Nkata Bay Port? Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Nkata Bay Central. Honorable Minister of Transport and Public Works.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir. And through you, let me thank the honorable member for Lilongwe Chipala Nafisi. This one, Mr. Speaker, sir, I take it that you already handled it, because this I take it to be a fresh question, and then we're going to get back to the honorable member, because this question is, when are we completing this road that passes through Area 18, St. Area 50, all the way up to Area 25A. So I'll get back to this House with an update on when we hope we are going to complete this road project. The question from Salima Central West, again through you, Mr. Speaker, sir, let me thank the honorable member for Salima Central West for the question about what will happen with the $800,000 which Motor Angel is supposed to pay back to government. Again, Mr. Speaker, sir, certainly, if we establish that there is this amount outstanding and payable back to the government of Malawi, we'll have to get back to Motor Angel so that they get to pay if this is a legitimate liability that Motor Angel has got to make good to the government of Malawi. What will happen to the vessels that went into the concession arrangement? As I mentioned earlier on in my response, Mr. Speaker, sir, that just like with MV Chirembwe, we are into discussions with the Motor Angel to look at the possible alternatives through which these vessels can also be put to good use for the benefit of the country, Malawi. The question from Nkatabe Central, again through you, Mr. Speaker, sir, let me thank the honorable member from Nkatabe Central that my ministry should also consider rehabilitation of the Nkatabe port, as we are rehabilitating and maintaining the Likoma port. So through you, Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to say that we've taken note of this, and whilst we are working on improving the inland water transport system, we are also going to seriously consider rehabilitating and maintaining the Nkatabe port, as put to us by the honorable member for Nkatabe Central. I submit, Mr. Speaker, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister of Transport. There's a Casina. What's gone out of order?
Mr. Speaker, sir, good morning. It's a very lovely Thursday morning, and this is a House of Honor which you chair as our Speaker. It is for this reason that today, being a private member's day, we waive all standing orders to allow the House to debate the supplementary order paper which has been secreted, tackling private members' bill number 2 of 2025. I beg to move.
I had not yet seen the revised. Other members, we have a motion on the floor. The motion is to waive government business, to waive the order paper so that we tackle the revised order paper in order to tackle bill number 2. I now put a question. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary view say no. The ayes have it, and the motion is carried.
Supplementary order paper, private members' business. Bill number 2 of 2025, Constitution Amendment.
Honorable Member for Nzimba South, when is second reading when?
Today and now. But
okay.
But Mr.
Honorable Member for Nzimba South, I also noticed that the bill has not matured, the 28 days.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, for that guidance. I beg to move that the notice period for secretion of Bill number 2 of 2025 be waived in order to allow the House to consider this bill because of its agency. Mr. Speaker, as you are 100% aware that as members of Parliament, we are voted into this House because of the various manifestos that we gave to the people and people voted for us. So this bill is urgently needed. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, sir, I beg to move. Thank you.
Thank you, Nzimba South. Honourable members, we have a motion on the floor, and the motion is to waive the notice period in order for the House to consider discussing Bill number 2. I now put the question. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary view say no. The ayes have it, and the motion is carried.
Second reading, Private Members Bill number 2 of 2025, Constitution Amendment.
Honorable Nzimba South, you may proceed.
Mr. Speaker, sir, on behalf of the people of Nzimba South, TM Zuguzugu, TM Zigola, I bring on the floor a landmark piece of legislation which will bring the basis for the clear legal framework, stronger audit mechanism, and citizen-driven monitoring tools to enhance transparency, effectiveness, and sustainability of the Constituency Development Fund. Before I do that, Mr. Speaker, sir, let me thank the following for the tangible comments, feedback, observation, and support. Firstly, let me recognize your office, Mr. Speaker, sir, and the clerks who have demonstrated a good professionalism on the matter. Secondly, let me thank the civil society organization who provided insightful arguments, even though until now I haven't received any formal written communication on the same. Members of the general public, the media, and all relevant stakeholders. Lastly, the judiciary for the court ruling which partly contributed to this piece of legislation which I'm now bringing in this House today. Mr. Speaker, sir,
let me clarify and emphasize an important point. Efforts to come up with this legislation for proper management of CDF have not started today. You may recall, Mr. Speaker, sir, that on 11th August 2022, this House authorized the then Honorable Dedza South, Honorable Ishmael Onani, to introduce in this House registration which would govern the CDF. It was observed that that time the lack of legal framework was affecting the management of the Constituency Development Fund. Those concerns are still valid today, Mr. Speaker, and this is why I'm bringing this bill in this House today. The need to develop a proper legal framework for CDF has been there for some time. Mr. Speaker, sir, comparative insights from other countries. A comparison with other African countries provides valuable lessons for strengthening Malawi CDF framework. If we go in Kenya, the fund was formalized through the National Government Constituency Development Fund Act 2013, which established an independent body, provides for annual audits and parliamentary oversight of the CDF. This legal framework has significantly improved transparency and citizen participation. If we go to Zambia, Mr. Speaker, sir, the CDF is established in the Constitution. Additionally, the Constituency Development Fund Act of 2024 has a regulative provision on the management of CDF. Further, the introduction of detailed regulations has enhanced accountability. In Zambia, Mr. Speaker, sir, CDF has evolved into a major tool for local development, with allocation reaching Zambian kwacha 40 million per constituency. If we go to Tanzania, Mr. Speaker, sir, the CDF is regulated under the Constituency Development Catalyst Fund Act of 2009. This act establishes Constituency Development Catalyst Fund and provides for the allocation and the orderly disbursement of funds. It also makes provision for proper record keeping, audits, and generally the proper management of the CDCF. Our colleagues in Namibia and Nigeria are in the process of coming up with the legislation on CDF, with bills already developed to this effect. Mr. Speaker, sir, this comparative analysis demonstrates that there is a merit in having a proper legal framework regulating CDF. It also highlights the need for Malawi to develop its own legislation concerning CDF. This Constitution Amendment Bill, therefore, proposes the insertion of a new chapter, XIVA, in the Constitution, which will provide for the following four things. Firstly, Mr. Speaker, sir, the establishment of the Constituency Development Fund. Secondly, the purpose of the fund. Thirdly, the governance of the fund. Fourthly, the guiding principles for governance, management, and utilization of the fund. Mr. Speaker, sir, this fund will be used to finance implementation of community projects and payment of administrative and other expenses. An important feature of this bill, Mr. Speaker, sir, are the guiding principles concerning the management of the CDF. These are transparency, efficiency, and accountability, and at the heart of all, it is community ownership and empowerment. Mr. Speaker, sir, let me emphasize that this is not the end of the matter. We recognize that this provision in the Constitution will not be sufficient. We will very soon come to this House again with the CDF bill, which will build on this constitutional provision and provide a more detailed management of CDF. This constitutional amendment may lays a very important foundation in our country's CDF legal framework. I wish to stress, Mr. Speaker, sir, that during the period in which we will be processing CDF bill, I, in collaboration with the Legal Affairs Committee, will make thorough consultation on this bill with all relevant stakeholders in the country. This will ensure that the views from these key stakeholders are incorporated in the draft bill before it is brought in this August House for consideration and adoption. Mr. Speaker, sir, may I therefore appeal to all stakeholders, especially those who vested interest in this matter, to hold on their patience to the time the consultation will be undertaken. The House may also wish to note that these consultations, apart from considering them locally, we will also consult other sister parliaments, such as Kenya, which have similar legislation which Malawi borrowed this concept from. Mr. Speaker, sir, may I therefore appeal to all honorable members of Parliament to support this bill and the other supporting bills which will come thereafter. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, sir, I beg to move that this bill be acceptable by this House, this honorable House. Mr. Speaker, I beg to move. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mzimba South. Let's take our seats. Honorable members, considering the importance of this bill, let me now invite spokespersons, starting from the DPP and then the MCP.
Point of order.
Yes, Honorable Minister of Local Government.
Thank you very much. Right, Honorable Speaker, and good morning. Today is Private Members' Day, and that honorable members are free to bring whatever business they have, and I don't intend in any way around to step on their toes. But just to highlight, as they debate and discuss the bill, that this borders around the Constitution of the Republic of Malawi. Not only that, but the CDF, the end of F, are funds, which is money, taxpayers' money. I therefore wanted to check if by the end of the day, the mover would love the Legal Affairs Committee to really get down so that it is fine-tuned properly to align itself in a manner that it has to appear. I wanted just to check at what stage would probably the Legal Affairs Committee come in to present their own. I thank you.
Honorable Minister of Local Government, do I take this as a contribution from the DPP? A point of order.
Just to check where I would move, whether Legal Affairs would be involved or not at some point. But it is not a contribution from the DPP.
No, the procedure was that DPP spokesperson says something, and then MCP spokesperson, being the major parties. And then after that, I was going to invite the chair for the Legal Affairs Committee to give us their position. So I was just going according to the procedure. Leader, are you rising or that's done? Okay, can I please have a spokesperson from the DPP?
Right, Honorable Speaker.
I see Zomba City North.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
It's a point of order. It's a point of order.
Doa South?
Doa East.
Doa East, sorry. Yes, what's going out of order?
Good morning, Right Honorable. This is a bill, and therefore it may please the front bench, the ministers, to respond other than the member. If it's a bill, maybe for it to get the decorum of a bill, I know there's nothing written, but there's no way the Minister of Local Government would run away from a bill that talks about local government. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Doa East. I see no problem since it's, Honorable Zomba City North has been delegated and he is talking on behalf of the DPP. I see no problem on that one. Zomba City North, you may proceed.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for according the people of Zomba Central to add a voice on the bill that is on the floor, CDF bill. On behalf of the mighty Democratic Progressive Party, I'm deeply honored.
Honorable, you said Zomba Central, unless...
Zomba City North.
Zomba City North?
Yes.
Yes.
Right Honorable Speaker, on behalf of the mighty Democratic Progressive Party, I stand here to add a voice on the bill which is on the floor. Right Honorable Speaker, the bill that we are debating now is an important bill which seeks, Right Honorable Speaker, to guide how the funds will be utilized, especially looking at the fact that it has to be in a transparent manner whereby the communities where, Right Honorable Speaker, masses would want to have development to be achieved. As such, Right Honorable Speaker, without putting much weight onto the bill itself, we, this side, would like to propose that this bill be referred to the Legal Affairs Committee for further scrutiny. Right Honorable Speaker, I submit. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Spokesperson from MCP. Doa East, proceed. Check with your mic first.
Thank you. Right Honorable, thank you. And first of all, let me thank the leadership from this side to allow me to respond to this important bill. Today I stand to continue and pray that the spirit of Right Honorable Martha Lungi continues to rest in peace. The Right Honorable Speaker, the Right Martha Lungi was the one who brought the motion in the House when the members then felt it necessary that there was need for equal distribution of resources across the country, but also to make sure that critical matters that affect constituencies be attended to. May I also take this chance, through you, Right Honorable Speaker, to thank the following. When the Right Honorable Martha Lungi was introducing this, we had the Right Professor Bingwa Mutharika, the President, who supported and gave resources to the nation through the Constituency Development Fund. After that, there came Madam Dr. Joyce Banda, who did the same From there, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, the current president of the Republic of Malawi, supported the Constituency Development Fund the entire time he was a leader. After Professor Peter Mutharika, Dr. Lazarus Makafe Chakwera actually did the same to make sure that there was provision of resources and to make sure that there is an increase for the first time from about 29 million to 200 million. The need was seen when our colleagues took government 2 months or 3 months, 2.5 months ago. In one of the statements made by Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, the state president of the Republic of Malawi, was the continuity of the CDF. And that is demonstrated even in the manifesto of the Democratic Progressive Party, which talks about 5 billion kwacha being introduced as a constituency development fund. Right Honorable, you were here as a chair of Agriculture Committee when 2 years ago we amended the Constitution of the Republic of Malawi. In time memorial, we had one constitutional obligation, which was legislation. The others were done voluntarily, that is oversight, and the rest of work that we're able to do. But our colleagues sitting in this august house decided to give us more power so that we can do our work very well. And through that, 2 critical important obligations were added to the Constitution through a Constitution amendment, and that is representation and oversight. Much as these were done in the past without any constitutional obligation or indeed any authority driven from our legal instruments, this time around, the members seated in this august house decided that whatever work we are going to do should be reinforced and should be given the mandate from our own constitution. Honorable Speaker, I'm saying this because you cannot be called a representative of the people when you cannot represent them in helping them to get the development they need at constitutional level. What is representation if you cannot represent them at council level and decide what must happen in the constituency that we are chosen and elected? What is representation, Right Honorable Speaker, if representation means only coming here and say, get the 5 billion and do whatever you want to do, I will not be able to see and even have something to say over those resources.
Imagine.
Right Honorable Speaker, I'm here with some knowledge that the nation has been brainwashed with news that members of parliament abuse resources. And that's what has taken center stage. There are even some that have commented about this, even without knowledge. Let me be honest with you. If resources have been abused in the country, it's not only through CDF alone. Even the district development fund, even local development fund, even all other resources in the country. It is not only the constituency development fund. Right Honorable Speaker, there's also been an insinuation out there, and I'm calling it an insinuation because it's not everybody. People think that members of parliament work with money in their pockets. People think that members of parliament write checks. People think that members of parliament go and correct quotations. People think that members of parliament represses the district commissioners who are controlling officers. All these have been insinuated that we do that work. We have never done that work. We have never done that work. And civil society, some don't even. My background, I worked in the civil society. I've even challenged some of my colleagues, come, let's talk. I have never written a check. I've never solicited quotations. This is work done by the district commissioners, the controlling officers. This is work done by the people that are given those positions. And the CDF, Right Honorable Speaker, goes through the same way any other fund. The Public Finance Management Act also goes through the same thing. CDF is not immune. Members of parliament here will not carry checks. Members of Parliament here will not solicit quotations. Members of Parliament here will not do anything else. That must be done by our controlling officers. District commissioners are the ones mandated to do that job. But just because people don't want to talk the truth, they have dented everything. Including journalists have written as if we do carry CDF in our bags. We don't do that. Right, Honorable Speaker, we don't do that. If we would do that, we would be arrested the following day. No controlling officer would allow a member of Parliament to write checks. And I've even heard others saying, CDF with Manjama MP. No, that's not true. The real thing that we want, and I want to say it, and I'm not ashamed, you can write anything about it, I will not change. The real thing we want is anything that happens in my constituency. The people of Doha East elected me as their member. I need to know what is happening in my constituency. I need to know what is happening in my constituency. I need to know what is happening in my constituency. Thank you. Master, we look. Thank you. Right Honorable. Right Honorable. Let me talk to the civil society organizations. I don't want to write checks. I don't want to take quotations. I don't want to manage CDF like management. What I want to do as Doha East is to approve development works happening in my constituency. That's what I want to do. And the people that elected me, 25,669, I told them that we are going to do this, we are going to do this. Members of Parliament are members of the ADC. The people will still decide, but we have the authority now to say, you have decided this and this. As a member of Parliament, I choose that there goes a hospital, there goes a bridge, there goes something. That's what we want to do. 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 Lord Honorable Speaker, after that, after I have approved the bridge, listen, and I'm speaking to the nation, after I have approved the bridge, I will not go and collect quotations. That's the work for the district commissioners. I will not go and write checks. I will not go and do payments. I don't need to do that. This is what we have told people out there, that we want to be doing that. If you think we wanted to do that, through this message, you got it wrong. What we simply want is the power to approve what happens in our constituency. That's all. That's all. That's all. That's all. Finally, I want to urge honorable members. Out of the 193 constituencies, out of the 193 constituencies then, they have picked up one or two where things did not work and put it in the media. I want to invite the honorable, come to my constituency, Doha East. Come and I will show you what we, not I, we have been able to do with the Constituency Development Fund. It's not everyone that abuses resources. Not everyone here is intending to abuse resources. Come, and I also want to ask the Public Affairs Committee back to come in. Because every civil society organization that talks about this, they already have a mind. They don't want even to listen from us. They have already decided. It's like when you want to talk to them, they have already said, no, not you. We want a genuine institution that can sit down and listen. Can you be called a representative of the people in the constitution without approving development works? That cannot happen. That cannot happen, but we don't want to write checks. We don't want to collect quotations. That you should do as district commissioners and your people. The Malawi Congress Party, which gave me a chance to speak on this matter, supports this bill. I rest my case. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's take our seats. Honourable members, there was a suggestion that came from the DPP spokesperson that the bill should first go to Legal Affairs Committee, and it is my understanding that the bill is already with the Legal Affairs Committee. I see leader.
Right Honourable Speaker.
Order.
The submission by the leader of the backbenchers on this side that the bill be scrutinized by the Legal Affairs Committee is the official position. I have had discussions with my colleagues over there over this matter, and that was the understanding. We are all in favor of this bill, but we need to make sure that we follow all of the processes, and therefore we would like to take that route. No one is going against this bill because it is the wish of this House. But let's make sure that we follow all the due processes. I would like to submit, Right Honourable Speaker.
Order. Leader of Opposition.
Right Honourable Speaker, Legal Affairs Committee is one of the committees of the House, which in my understanding, unless I'm corrected, the House is basically supreme than a committee. But just to make mention, we are yet to meet. I wanted to make that correction. We are yet to meet.
Haven't met yet.
Yeah, so Right Honourable Speaker, I think I've made myself clear on this one. Yeah.
Thank you, Leader of Opposition. Indeed, as our own Standing Order 125C reads, and I'll read, before the bill is first read in the Assembly, the clerk shall refer the bill to the relevant committee for consideration. It is my understanding that the bill was already referred to the Legal Affairs Committee, and at this time allow me to invite the chair for the Legal Affairs Committee to say something about the report. The chair.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. We would like to confirm to the
House that the bill was referred to the Legal Affairs Committee on last Friday, and the Legal Affairs Committee had a meeting on 24th November where it resolved that there is a need to further scrutinize it, examine it, and make consultations, and bring the report on Monday, if it is acceptable. And then the rest of the process can proceed on next Thursday. So that's the position of the Legal Affairs Committee. And one of the members, in fact, is the member of parliament that has just, from the spokesperson from MCP. So the position is it's just this weekend. Immediately after, on Monday, the report can come and then debate it. The importance of this bill, it needs the scrutiny. It needs to pass through the Legal Affairs Committee. I submit. Thank you.
I see Minister of Information.
Good morning, Right Honorable Speaker. I rise just to clarify certain issues regarding this proposed bill. Indeed, the bill is very critical, very paramount. The 5 billion proposed Constituency Development Fund is a brainchild of His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, and indeed it requires some registration so that the funds are managed and protected. That said, we want just to assure the members here that they allow the Legal Affairs Committee to finalize scrutinizing the bill. Government is undertaking that next week, at any point, we can allow that the matter proceed, that the report from the Legal Affairs come into this House and we debate and we finalize the processes. I submit, Mr. First Deputy, Mr. Speaker, sir. Thank you.
Point of order, Dr. Casino.
Thank you so much, Your Honor, Mr. Speaker, sir. This being a House of Rules, and today being Thursday, a private member's day, Mr. Speaker, sir, the Zagasina would like to move that we waive all relevant standing orders to allow the move of this bill, wind up this bill so that we proceed with the bill. I propose, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Point of order. Point of order. Point of order.
Rumpi West, point of order.
Mr. Speaker, sir, the Speaker has not agreed to the motion, so there's a chance.
I will make my ruling shortly, but let me hear the point of order from Rumpi West.
Mr. Speaker, sir, you can look at the agency of the matter. I propose that the leadership of both sides can meet for 10 minutes and agree that we proceed today. They have to meet. We have passed several monetary bills in this House without any report from a relevant committee. There is a precedence on these matters. But what we want is the leadership should meet
so that they should be assured that the coming bills will be
Thank you.
given to the legal affairs, not on this one.
I have taken note of your that is the last point of order I'm taking.
Chair, I
yes.
have a privilege of being a member of the Legal Affairs Committee. And our lady chair and his deputy were actually part of the drafters of this bill. I don't think it will change anything. They are the ones who drafted this bill, the chair and him. So, Right Honorable, even if you go out over the weekend, this bill was drafted by the two lawyers there, the chair and the vice. So even if they take us to the lake, there's nothing that can change. Let us proceed here. Thank you, Chair.
Minister of Local Government.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. As the undertake has already been done by the leader, I wanted to invite them that it is important for us to pass a bill that will leave the test of time.
Done by them.
The question of, for example, when you read on what ought to be done, the question of clarity is very important, and that bills must be speaking to each other. When you talk about, for example, management, then you've got the Public Finance Management Act on the other side. How do you reconcile the two? That is the more reason why we are saying the Legal Affairs Committee have got to, with the drafter, have got to look at this and this, reconcile them, so that when the bill is being passed here, those little ones would have already been sorted out, than for us to pass the Constitution and then it is in conflict with the Public Finance Management Act. That's what we're talking about. So it's not a question of saying no to the bill, it is a question of making sure the Constitution amendment is speaking to the act, this, so that at least either we go the other way around, but we can't proceed this way. I wanted to request that in fact, Right Honorable Speaker, in fact, my ministry officials have already been invited by the Legal Affairs Committee for such discussions. So we've got Ministry of Finance, we've got Ministry of Local Government that have already been invited, so that then they put this thing watertight, so that nobody can question anything about it. I wanted just to present it that way.
Minister of Information. I was about to make my ruling, but I'll give you.
Honorable Speaker, this house is a serious house. It's a house of honor. It's a house of records. The matter on the floor is a matter that all of us here, we are conflicted. We are interested, all of us. And here we are drafting a bill when we know that we are conflicted. The whole reason why we are proposing that the bill in question should be referred to the Legal Affairs Committee. And then, wait a minute. And then we allow independent people to validate it. It is very, very important. Very, very important. One day, history being a best teacher. One day, history being a best teacher. One day, these things will come back to us. I'm telling you. Thank you very much. I submit, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Honourable members, The last of the last now. I'll take your point of order.
Thank you so much, Your Honor, Speaker, for recognizing the people of Lilongwe Nyanja constituency to stand on a point of order. Is it in order for the Deputy Leader of the House to insinuate that all of us are conflicted and within the same line call for Legal Affairs Committee to meet, which is part of this House? Are they not conflicted? At what stage are the members of the Legal Affairs not conflicted, but the whole House is conflicted? Exactly. I would like to propose, Your Honor, the Speaker, that let us proceed. This is just a two-page. If Malawi is poor today, it is poor because of poor bias for action. We take too long to make decisions, and that has affected this great nation. Can we expedite the process of disposing this thing? He has even said that technocrats are out there. All the problems that we face as a country, one of the problems is continued engagement of experts. Politicians come and go. The whole blame rests on us. But these people who we keep on consulting, the technocrats, they are never changed. Only a few individuals are moved. Can we move as per this bill? It's a two-page paper. We cannot take too long to read this thing. It's just too small a paper. We have intellectuals in this room. Let's not undermine ourselves. Let's proceed. Chair, there's already a motion on the floor. Let's proceed, Chair.
Point. Order. Honour members, let me make my ruling. Honour members, I did allow discussions from both sides, and I was paying so much attention. I want to assure you that the Speaker as well is an MP first. I hope I make myself clear. But I'm a Speaker who's not going to allow bulldozing. I'm a Speaker who swore to uphold the rules of the House. My ruling is as follows. Legal Affairs Committee should expedite and give us a report by Tuesday. We are going to conclude this on Thursday. That is my undertaking. We don't want, this is a very important bill, as everyone has said. We don't want to be seen to be taking advantage because we are in a position to do that. Let us hear from other views as well. End of the day, we know what we are doing. So as your Speaker, be assured that we will conclude this matter, this bill, on Thursday. It is my plea that the Legal Affairs Committee do all the necessary work, because I cannot act without a report. We cannot proceed without a report. It might look unfair to the other quarters. So that is my ruling, and I declare that. Thank you. Honour members, before we suspend for health break, I have some announcement to make. We have visitors from JEP Academy School coming from Machinga Mikoko constituency. J. Pakarame, please stand. Honorable Jaffa Ali Musa, Machinga Mikoko, are you in the house? Honorable Machinga Mikoko, are you in the house? Oh, he's gone to, okay. J. Pakarame, you are most welcome. Takunya Dirani, Zuko Mogambiri, you may sit down. Thank you. Honour members, we also have a group that is being led by T.A. Mlowe. They are coming from Rumpi East constituency. May I ask our senior TA, our TA, Mlowe, and your group to stand, and our MP for Rumpi East constituency, please wave at your chiefs and your, thank you so much. Our chiefs, most welcome. This is your parliament, feel free. Thank you so much, our MP from Rumpi East. You're doing a good job. Keep it up. Thank you. Honour members, it is now 11:08. I suspend the House for health break. We'll be back at 11:38. House suspended.